So to remind you all why soil is so important, of course, everything that we eat ultimately comes from the soil and the sun. And one of those fine foods is peanut. But I'd like to invite to stage Chloe, who's going to talk about some of the problems of peanuts that we're all familiar with, and some solutions that she and her partner are bringing that you're not yet familiar with. So please, round of applause.
About 1 to 2% of people in developed nations have peanut allergies. It may not seem like a lot, but it causes hundreds of deaths every year and thousands of hospitalizations, most of them children. And this number is on the rise. Since 1997, the number of people with peanut allergies has increased more than 3 times. Their symptoms range from mild to potentially life-threatening, and because of how severe this can be, peanuts have been banned in places such as schools and removed from airlines. And for good reason, too, because accidents do happen. This happened just a few hours away in Dublin. 14-year-old Emma at a Christmas dinner accidentally had some peanuts in a sauté sauce that she thought was curry sauce. And there was some confusion with the pharmacist, and unfortunately, she didn't make it to the hospital in time. It was no one's fault, but the point of the story is that stories like this should never have to be told. And it's too bad, too, because there is a flip side. The peanuts are great. We love peanuts. In the US alone, there is a $4.5 billion economy for peanuts. They're a nutritious, plant-based source of protein. They're a sustainable crop in all parts of the world. And best of all, they taste great. So there is a huge demand for peanuts, but unfortunately, they're sometimes convenient and often dangerous as well. What is the current solution? Manufacturers love this label. This label means this is peanut-free. This means that we understand your pain, we know our consumers, and we've come up with a solution because we care. But unfortunately, there are also huge costs behind this. Not only the contents of the box, but everything it's come from. The facilities, the distribution line, and the original suppliers all must be certified as peanut-free. This means expensive testing at every step of the way, and it means expensive staff as well. At Aeronex, we think we've come up with a solution to both the consumer's allergy problem as well as the manufacturer's separate production line problem as well. We're making hypoallergenic peanuts. And this is the team behind it. Myself, my name is Chloe. I am the CEO of Aranex, and I'm joined by my good friend and CTO, Terry. Together, we want to make the world's food supply a little bit safer. We are advised by Dr. David Lawrence of Syngenta. He is the NED there, but previously the head of research R&D. He personally oversaw the introduction of 4 corn traits to the market. There are few people in the world who have seen the complete development from start to finish of a bioengineered crop, so we're excited to have him on board with us. We're also partnered with ICRISAT. They're a nonprofit crop research group in India, and one of their key crops is the peanut. They've produced and commercialized over 140 varieties in the last 20 to 30 years, so we're excited to have them join us as well. Now let me tell you about the peanut plant. Fun fact, at 2.8 billion base pairs, it's almost as complex as you are. But we are looking at just 3 genes. Just 3 genes encode the 3 major allergens in the peanut that cause allergies. And in the biomedical sector, where I came from, and that's my background, I saw the rise in the last 2 years of an incredible technology called CRISPR, the ability to simply turn off genes. It's revolutionized the field, and it's been shown to work in more than 10 varieties of plants, so we thought, why not apply it to peanuts? Other researchers are looking at the protein or the RNA, trying to clean up things that have already been done, but why not just stop the plant from producing it in the first place? And this is what we've achieved this summer. We knew coming into the program that 3 months was too short to produce a full plant just because of the life cycle. So we isolated cells from the leaves and used this as a platform to evaluate genome editing events. And by using this, a fast and easy way, we were able to show that CRISPR does work in peanuts, and we are the first to show it. We tagged CRISPR with a green fluorescent protein, inserted into our cells, and this green fluorescence that you can see on the right tells you that it's been activated. So beyond this, we're looking at the next 1.5 to 2 years where we can generate an entire mature hypoallergenic peanut plant. This will be our hardest step, but beyond that is normal plant development involving field trials, safety trials, and regulatory processes. This guy is currently our biggest competitor, the current way of doing things. But we also see them as one of our best potential customers because they have a proven interest in allergy-free foods and have most of the infrastructure in place as well. This is our business model. We intend to contract farmers to grow our peanuts, which we will then sell to shellers. We're already having excellent discussions with companies such as Mars and Hershey, and we want to leverage both their investment arm and their buying power to drive our supply chain. Food certification is also important for safety and food. So we will also be providing certification services from farmer to shelf at every level of production. Biotech crop is one of the fastest growing and most adopted technologies in agriculture right now. This is how quickly genetically engineered crops have grown over the years since their introduction in 1996, and now they dominate the market. And this is potentially how exciting and how profitable hypoallergenic peanuts could be as well. But for our projections, we want to be a little bit more conservative, so we looked at the slowest growing of the bunch, the HT corn. And these are the numbers for peanuts. Focusing on just the US industry, there are 2.4 million tons of peanuts harvested last year, sold to shellers at about $425 a ton. And if we apply a 70% discount to the growth of the HT corn to account for market power, these are our projected revenues upon commercialization. So now we're stepping back and looking at the next 2 years for our mature hypoallergenic plant, our first iteration. And we're asking you to join us in producing this. This is our ask for today, and this will bring us to a full plant as well as the analysis of the peanut for seed properties and for allergenicity properties as well. You can also find us in a few weeks in September at Denmark, where we will be presenting at the European Food Venture Forum to an international audience of investors and corporations. Thank you.